see who are going to be the last two of the quarter-finalists. It's London Welsh up against Plymouth Albion. Well, London Welsh, it's good to see them with different numbers on their back. I had the task of commentating on them in their first round match last year, when each and every one of the players had 7 written across their backs. But they look competitive this season. And bear in mind, they've got a terrific history of London Welsh. They're at Plymouth Albion. 2 championship sides going head-to-head. London Welsh, though, 8 times winners of this competition.
Yeah, an exciting old team. And, not too far away from home for London Welsh either. Imagine they played here quite a bit.
Ready? So it will be Plymouth kicking off, playing from right to left. It's a good hanging restart, plenty of hang time on that. The catch cleanly taken by the captain, Lee Beach. Lee Beach, who's a vastly experienced Sevens player, having captained Wales to victory in the 2009 World Cup. A bit of speed out wide there as well. Important here that London Welsh retain possession. They have done. Stretching Plymouth wide from one side of the pitch to the other.
They've done well there, just holding on to the ball well, keeping them moving, keeping them guessing.
Little chip ahead there from Ben Stevenson. Well, the bounce, well, it deceived him, but it lands straight into the lap of Rob Lewis.
That's Sevens for you there. You've always got to be ready for it. And cheeky little bounce and good backup, good score now from London Welsh. They'll be happy with that. Again, playing good Sevens, keeping hold of the ball, being patient, and then getting the luck of the bounce as well.
Yes, Rob Lewis, one of identical twins in this London Welsh squad. James Lewis, 10. The brother wearing 15. He's not on the pitch at the moment. We'll deal with that little challenge when it arrives. And it becomes a 7-point score. Ben Stevenson adds the extras, and London Welsh have got off to the perfect start. Oh, the shape of a rugby ball.
Well, you've not just the shape, you've always got to be ready for it and be there in support, and you've got to create your own luck, and I think, you know, London Welsh did that there.
There's the restart from Stevenson. Claimed by Cameron Mitchell, neatly out of the back of the hand.
Yeah, great offloading and good reclaim at the restart there by Plymouth. First touch of the ball, really. Let's see if they can do something with it.
Well, they've got 3 against 1 out wide here. There's James Love. Love stepping straight between the posts.
Simple Sevens again. London Welsh getting too wide there in defence, spreading themselves too thin, leaving too many big holes down the middle, and James Love capitalising quite easily there. Great left step, straight through the gap.
Yes, and the former Hartpury College student will convert his own try. And we're all tied up, 2 tries inside the first 2.5 minutes. Looking like a fair contest out there at the moment. Could go down to the wire here. Yes, London Welsh, as I was saying earlier, 8 times winners of this competition, although 11 years ago they conceded 54 points against Northampton in their first round match. That is a record. Not the sort of record you want to have, of course. No, I don't think they'll be speaking too much of that one. Ashley Smith taking the ball into Plymouth territory. It's loose. Stevenson claims it, but the ball's gone forward, and it will be a Plymouth put-in. Well, the skies over Twickenham, not as bright as they were when we started at 10:30 this morning, although the threat of rain appears to have subsided for now at least. Yeah, I thought I'd spoken too soon earlier when I said it always brings the sun. I have been here, played Middlesex Sevens 1 year, and I don't think I've ever played in so much rain. It was torrential. We had to stop for at least half an hour to let the pitch dry out of it. Big hit there on Ashley Smith, but Welsh still have the ball. There's Rob Lewis feeding the ball inside, finds the support of Gerard Mullen. Good patient rugby here from London Welsh, and they've now got a 2-1. That pass from my angle looked forward, and Ben Wish, the referee, agrees.
Very forward there. Unlucky though, the Welsh are holding on to the ball well, offloading out of the tackle and keeping it alive, and making it hard for Plymouth to get their hands on it. And you know, unfortunate there, that could have led to a try.
We've got a bit of a break in play, Ben. Tell us a bit about yourself, because you're going through a bit of a transition in your career. You're joining up at Rugby Lions, aren't you?
Yes, yeah. Signed just a week or so ago there, and quite an exciting opportunity, really. Looking to try and, in a few years' time, get into the Premiership.
Well, here's James Love, who's going to get his second try in the first half of the opening game. So Plymouth Albion have the lead.
Simple runaway off the scrum, really. Again, London Welsh's defence a bit all over the place there. Should always have someone covering a blind side in order to stop that off the scrum, because it's often a move used to try and get away. But a good finish.
Well, James Love is a new signing for Plymouth Albion, so he's made quite an impact in his first 5 minutes of rugby for his new club. Well, acres and acres of space there.
Yeah, the 10 for London Welsh has just gone up the ball rather than hold the space and keep scanning, taking himself out of the game, unfortunately.
Yes, Rugby Lions, talking about them. Which tier of rugby are they in now?
Midlands division, something. I'm still learning how it all...
It's an ambitious project, isn't it?
Yes, it is, yeah. I mean, it would take 5 years of winning every league to get into the Premiership. But you know, the guy behind it's very enthusiastic and very excited about it.
Great offload there from Alex Davis. Important tackle, and it's the try scorer James Love. 2 tries to his name, and he saved one there.
Yeah, good covering tackle, but again here in the attack, it's a good attack. They've created the space, and he's made a good break out wide. It's just a shame, we spoke about this earlier, that he doesn't stay off the touchline here. If he stepped in there, he's looked for space, looks for the support. Keep the ball alive.
Yes, Jared Mullen there being taken into touch, who played in last year's Premiership Sevens for Leicester Tigers. It wasn't a great tournament for the Tigers. Love there, claiming possession for Plymouth Albion, but it's been stolen by Welsh, and they've got a try. And Ashley Smith, formerly of the Wasps Academy.
Yeah, you know, bit sloppy there, Plymouth, not really looking after their own ball, and turnover ball is very crucial in this game and often leads to scores, exactly what we've just seen here, and puts London Welsh right back in the game.
And Ben Stevenson ties it up. It's 14 points apiece between London Welsh and Plymouth Albion. The second half coming up.